It's starting?
Yeah, no, it's on, but there's a few people, or nobody's on right now.
Okay, well, that's okay. Hi, Facebook. How are you?
Yeah.
Kelly and I are here today.
We're just testing things out here. So, well, happy Monday, everyone. And hopefully some more people will join. I actually will have to change this post, I think, to public. I don't know if I did right away. So, I wonder if I should finish it and do it again. Maybe not. Oh, well.
Okay. Hi. So what we're gonna talk about today is we are gonna go over some of this absolute chaotic craziness that's been going on with Facebook for at least the last couple years, and I feel like it's come to
for sure.
Yeah, it's come to a head, and it's time that we all kind of come together. And I kind of talked about it in our first videos, bridging that gap. I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened over the weekend with me. So Kelly and I are both huge Trump supporters, and for years we've all had those favorite Facebook pages that we all love to go to. Our conservatives or liberals and Democrats go to their favorite pages where they can rant and they can go crazy because that's what we all love to do. And then we go to our pages that we love with conservative messages and all of those kind of fun things where we can rant about how crazy and ridiculous the Democrats are and liberals are crazy. And then their pages we're pathetic, uneducated, horrible individuals. And there's just a lot of that back and forth. Yeah. And the conservative pages do all of that attacking too. And so what ended up happening this weekend, and it really, after this whole bomb situation, the fake bomb guy, we all do a ton of our own memes, and we have all done it for years, where everybody posts all their crazy, funny memes that all of their friends on Facebook, are totally into liking it and doing the smiley face. And at the end of the day, I think we all think that we're pretty much right. And we all think that our way of thinking about everything is the way to go. And it's how everybody should think about it. And it's kind of weird that nobody would think something different.
On your wall, try not to attack other people. I mean, I guess I've done it, but I've actually held back now because I do think a little bit more about people in general. Yeah.
So what happened this last weekend, I specifically go to one friend of mine's page because it's literally 2,000 people that I think probably 1,985 of them are all Democratic or liberal. And so he is, and we met years ago through another page. And so he's a great guy, but he's a Democrat. And so when I go onto his page, literally the second I say that I'm a Trump supporter, it's, you are stupid, ugly, whore, hooker.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah,
beep.
Rotten, C-word. I mean, literally have not even had 1 second of a conversation with me. And I feel confident that that's happening on conservative pages too. I'm not saying that the liberal pages are doing anything different than some of the conservative pages. I'm sure plenty of Democrats or liberals are going on conservative pages, making their arguments, making their stand, and the bashing is happening on their side as well. So the big conversation is this big Trump supporter that sent all of these fake bombs or real bombs, whatever they were, to all of these people. On this page, Trump was responsible for this guy taking those actions because of his rhetoric. And so my question was, with your 1,900 followers, or all of our pages, we all have a certain amount of followers. I mean, Kelly, I think she has probably 3,000. I've got 750 or something. So let's just assume on my page, I'll just talk about my page. If I post something that is rhetoric, and which I have in the past, and somebody says, there's depression, bipolar disorder, and people have anxiety disorders. People are on medication. A lot of Americans. Does that make me responsible if I post a meme, if somebody on my page decides to go do something to a Democrat or who knows what? If lock Hillary up does not mean shoot Hillary. Okay. Now there's plenty of conservatives that would say, I wish she were dead, or, whatever. And, I think the majority of us conservatives wish she was locked up. I would never want Hillary or anybody to be killed. Right. I mean, it's just crazy. And so I think sometimes we say things flippantly because we're so irritated at the other party, and it's not really what the majority of anybody really wants. I mean, the thought of somebody actually dying at the hands of another person because of, a meme. I mean, we all should be taking a certain amount of responsibility for the things that we're posting or the things that we're saying. And we haven't been. I typically don't go into a big bashing thing with anybody who's liberal. Just because somebody's liberal, I'm not, you're a stupid douchebag piece of whatever, just because you're liberal. But it does happen. It happens a lot. And so I think we all have a sense of responsibility to all of our Facebook friends to be able to joke around with each other and want to be partisan and want, everybody enjoys that banter back and forth right. of, yeah, they're so stupid. Yeah, they're such idiots. And yeah, we all kind of feel that way. But do we want other people to be killed? This is a whole nother level.
Right. So how can we get along? Like Mike is saying, can't we all get along?
Well, it's a choice. It's a decision. So one of the things that I have been doing for the last 2 years is these daily shootings. I don't post any faces. I don't give them any airtime on my Facebook feed. I am so sick of all of these people doing all of this kind of stuff because they're mentally ill and they want want somebody to watch them and pay attention to them. So I think it would be great. One of the things that we could all start doing is taking personal responsibility for our own and just trying to make a difference that way, and stop posting and sharing the faces or the names of any of these crazy people that are killing children, killing people at work. Don't give them any air for life. Totally block them out. Don't pay any attention to what they're doing, because that is why they're doing it.
Also, if one person is so hateful or ill, it's representing that one person.
Right.
It's not representing a whole group.
Well, this is what I'm saying with, Trump's rhetoric of lock her up.
Right.
And that being associated with this guy sending bombs to 15 people, whether they worked or didn't work. Like I'm saying, at the end of the day, I'm sure there's people out there that would really love to see Donald Trump killed.
I know, it's so sad. It just is.
But would they really? Or are they just saying that? Because people say things. I've heard many people say that about Hillary. God, I wish she were dead. But would we want her executed? Like, really?
Not.
Well, this is what I'm
hope
saying.
not. Right.
So I think we need to humanize, the fact that, right. I think we need to start humanizing. Right, but would we want her to die from a heart attack? I mean, do we really want somebody to go in there and actually kill her? I mean, I don't. Right. I don't want her to die like that. I don't want her to die. I actually really just would like her locked up. And if that doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen.
Right.
So I just think we have to be a little bit more cautious about the people that we have as friends. They're trying to pin this whole thing on, the rhetoric. Well, we all have rhetoric on our pages about lots of different things going on politically right now, right?
Right. And you can have conversations, but just try not to attack each other.
Right.
Because everybody's entitled to their opinion, and you just have to take it as their opinion. You don't have to, I've been deleted. I've been blocked for my opinion on my page. So it's my page, So hopefully we can have more opinions and have more conversations and not attack each other and cause ill will or harm, talking about each other.
So we would like for more Democrats or liberals to chime in, ask questions. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of liberal friends anymore, so I do go to my one friend's page.
So like and
they're
share.
Super liberal.
So we can do part 2, next week about this. We can all have a conversation. We can actually pick a time next week and talk about this more.
Well, and there's just a lot more happening. So don't give any of these shooters in North Carolina, anybody, any air as far as posting pictures. Just don't give these people any additional life. The 24-hour news cycles is doing it enough. these people love seeing their faces in a sick way, I think, on social media. They just feel like they're just something, you know, they feel so invaluable. It just has to be so, I don't know, whatever, but it's just gotten out of hand. And it seems like it's every other day. There's a mass shooting.
Right.
Somebody
There's always
said,
something.
this is just every day
There
now.
was another bomb, I guess, today.
In North Carolina.
Yeah. I haven't, there's a shooting in North Carolina
Right,
today,
there was a
too,
shooting in North Carolina
in a high
today. So it's
school.
just this is a daily event. So not that we shouldn't post, hey, heads up, there was something, but, you know, let's not post the pictures. Let's not, you know, give additional air and life to any of these crazy
negative.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
have to get close so I can read
Yeah,
it.
they do get really ugly if you disagree, but we can't stoop to their level. I try really, really hard not to. I have to say, this one guy on this page, it's so bad, but he called me a rotten C word, literally, after one post that I was a Trump supporter. And he starts telling me, you know, what, you look 50 going, you know, trying to look 22 going on 50. Oh, maybe. I mean, you know, age happens. Meanwhile, I then go on to his Facebook page. This guy looks like Chewbacca with no lips. It's like, where are you going with this? So him and I go back and forth for a little while. He's just calling me names and all that. And all the name calling just really doesn't bother me personally. He's a total stranger. And even if I knew him, it probably wouldn't bother me really, but I'm a little bit different that way. People that do that name calling and go from 0 to 1,000 in like 3 seconds, there's not a lot of respect there, and I feel like they're doing it to try to control you. So I guess because I know people are trying to control me with their words, I just don't allow it to happen. But I'm really different that way. So
Why are we attacking people we
right.
don't know?
So at the end, he thinks he's going on and on and on, and he says, "Oh, I got you. You're so angry. You're so whatever." And I say to him, I can feel your rage. I can feel your anger. I mean, this guy is so into it. I mean, it's everything. It's everything to this guy that he thinks I'm feeling something. So my last response to him was, I said, I got nothing. Like, you're feeling nothing. I mean, all I feel for you is I feel bad for you. That you actually think like any words that you've said to me have made any kind of a difference in my life, and that you're actually kind of enjoying this. So I feel bad for you. I have no anger towards you. And then, of course, he didn't respond to that. So, you know, I mean, I think a lot of how we react to people who are trying to do that is
You don't want to feed it.
you just don't want to feed it. So I think that's kind of the
Poor
big
energy. I think it escalates to something really bad. And so if you banter, one up each other,
We're not changing anybody's minds.
No.
We're just not. We do this banter thing back and forth on Facebook
Right.
because we all think we're right. We all think that what we say really, really matters. That's why we're doing these videos, because what we say really matters. And all of us want to feel like we're making a difference on this planet, in this nation at some level. And so bantering back and forth, trying to get somebody to understand why would you feel that way? Why do you want this? Why do you want that? It's making us feel like at some level we're making a difference on this planet because we're not being heard by the people we're voting in.
Right.
And I think that's at the end of the day what it's really about. We're not heard by the people that we have elected in. And I think we're all just really, really tired of it. And I get why people hate Trump. I get it. I voted for him because the establishment hated him. And I'm tired of everybody not doing their job for the American people. I'm just tired of the banter. There's a lot of things about Trump that I think are ridiculous and silly and crazy and all of that kind of stuff.
No one is perfect. That's what it comes down to.
No one is perfect. I did not vote for a man. I voted for a man that I felt could do the job, and the job that needs to happen right now. And so I think he's preparing the nation for Nikki Haley. and I can't wait to vote for Nikki Haley. So
interesting.
I couldn't be happier with my vote for Trump. I don't love everything he's done for the environment. I think there's definitely issues with that, but that's for a different episode here.
Yeah, well, we're just asking you to like and share because we want to have another conversation. So this is just the opening up.
Yeah, like and
of
share this so
all
we can get
parties
more people
to
involved,
talk,
more people
and
talking.
we're sorry, we'll have to do this on the iPad,
Yeah.
so I can read it.
We're not the. I'm way more technologically deficient
no.
than she is.
I don't know
so.
about that, but this is a step one. So if we all can do, you don't have to do Facebook Live, but maybe we can just communicate with each other and, just start listening to other sides. That doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but we don't have to call each other names.
It is time for the army on the border, but what it really is time for is for laws to change, for our immigration laws to change. Every single presidential candidate and president have talked about immigration changes and laws being changed for 25 years? Nothing has changed. Everybody sits and they talk and they do nothing, which is why we're all talking and yelling and screaming at each other on Facebook. So let's try to tone down the rhetoric, understand that all of our own personal followers have a certain level. There's somebody on my 750 friends list that is on an antidepressant, that's has thoughts of suicide, that is bipolar, and that's just life. That's just where things are. I don't necessarily think any one of my friends that maybe have some of those problems are going to go out and go kill anybody or go send anybody a bomb. But, I think
happens,
it does happen. But at the end of the day, I think that my point is Trump may have his rhetoric. Lock her up does not mean shoot her up. And so they're really, really, really different. They're really different. So I'm just a little bit...
Question: How do you hold back from correcting folks spreading garbage, false info, fake stats, or Facebook falsehoods? Just curious.
You banter. You go back and forth, but you
don't have to call each other names.
You stupid
You do
effing
talk about
dickhead
it.
douchebag.
Maybe use some other ways of news, which sucks because then it's about CNN and it's about Fox News and it's always like clashing.
Yeah.
So maybe listen to other people that are out there or watch everything and make your own decisions.
But also understand that
you wanna
everything you're
follow.
watching is going to be somewhat partisan. It's just the way that the regular news is anymore.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Watch everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I do listen to CNN.
I can't take CNN
I know,
anymore.
but
I really
listen
can't.
to it sometimes because I want to hear everything.
I loved CNN when Jeffrey Lord was on there. Jeffrey Lord is like this historian. He was phenomenal. And then the election happened, and I couldn't take CNN anymore. I really couldn't take it. I forget the one guy, but Jeffrey Lord and the one guy, I forget the guy's name, on CNN, they would fight on live television, and it was great.
It's good to
No,
hear.
it was really,
I like
really great.
hearing different sides. I really do.
Well, on my personal page, obscene language does happen, and it can get personal.
But not attacking.
No,
calling each other the name.
Yeah, no, it's definitely happened on my page.
I mean, unfortunately, I've lost best friends.
Yeah, it's really
saying
sad.
bad words to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because of my support for Trump, which is really sad. But then I don't know. I just don't feel like she was a friend.
Yeah,
to be
she
honest with you.
wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, it happens. And we have to talk. So again, like and share.
We're gonna banter.
Yep.
We're gonna have these arguments.
We even banter.
we can because we
have,
can disagree
we're
on some
not
stuff.
fully
on the same page with
agreeing on both
everything.
sides, but on everything. I mean, so. Let's
anyways,
do this again.
Yeah, we're gonna do a part
two. We'll do a part two.
But share and
next
like this
week.
so other people can start coming in and start sharing some of their stuff that they would like to see different or like to see changed.
And on here, even though it's live right now, you can still post questions on here for the part two. So we're gonna get to part two next week. And I hope everyone has a happy Halloween.
Yeah, Van Jones, that's who it was. Van Jones and Jeffrey Lord. They always fought with each other. But you know what? There were some really, really good arguments between the two of them. And now my guy's off of there. He does come on Fox sometimes, but
so no more CNN.
Chris Wallace is really, really great. Maria Bartolomeo on Sunday mornings is really, really good. But yeah, I think for the most part, all the news stuff is pretty much partisan to a certain level or not,
Yeah.
But anyway, so you guys have a great day. Send us any questions, and if you have any other input or share and like. So you guys take care.
Yeah. Have a great day. See you
Bye.
guys soon.